Y'all, this is Audra Hicks, your Tennessee Realtor. Today, I wanted to talk to y'all about selling your home as is. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because I put the real in real estate. Okay, so I wanted to come on today and talk to y'all about selling your home as is. So what that means is if you have a home that needs a lot of repairs or updates to be done to the home or both, then you don't need to set your sights so high on what you're going to be able to get for it, and you don't want to do all of those repairs and put out the money to do all that in order to get the max out of the home that you could if you done all the renovations and updates and fixes and all of that to the home. So you can sell it as is. I just had a call today. They didn't know if they could sell it as is, and I had to explain to them about what the process is and that yes, we can sell it as is. Now you can expect to get the moon and sun and stars for your home. And usually people are pretty good at knowing that up front, and I go over all that once I go there, see it, am able to walk around the home and figure it all out. But what you need to do is always disclose, disclose, disclose. In the property condition disclosure, if you have lived there and you already know about all of the latent defects that might be wrong with the home, you always need to disclose that. If you've ever done an insurance claim but you did fix it, you need to always disclose. It's always good to always disclose to cover yourself, and to disclose to the potential buyers of your home the things that you already know that are wrong with the home or have been fixed or whatever. So when you are selling as is, we look at the market and we see what things have sold for. I'll research and I will see if they've done any renovations, updates, things like that. Now, if you have foundation issues, you have a new roof needs to be, or your roof needs to be replaced with a new one. HVAC maybe needs to be replaced. All of your major things that can be wrong with the home, we have to back all of that out. And try to come together on a price that everybody's going to be happy with and that's going to get the home sold to that right buyer. Now, when you do sell in as is, we're going to put it out there for all to see, but you're not going to get the masses because you're not going to be able to sell it to people usually with FHA or government type loans. But it could be a renovation loan, could be conventional that allows for that, or all cash buyers. Usually it's going to be investors that are looking for that kind of house so they can fix and flip it, or they can have it for their rental income, put it in their rental pool. So usually you're going to do that. So, say you have a number of what you want to sell the home for, we'll look at that and we'll have to figure that out and back out all of the major things maybe that are going to cost to do, and look at the updates or no updates being done, whatever it may be, to come up with that right number to put it on the market for. So, when you close on the home, title will do the settlement statement. They will make sure when they pull title that there's no encumbrances, there's no liens on the property, things like that. All of that will have to come out at closing. So it comes out of the proceeds of the sale of the home. So sellers on a normal basis don't come to closing and have to pay out of pocket unless you're upside down or unless you have a lot of encumbrances on your home that you didn't know about that you might have to pay off at closing. But usually on a normal basis, sellers end up either walking away free and clear or they walk away with money in their pocket. Usually you want money in your pocket of some kind, but it depends on the market and it depends on the season. So we look at all aspects of everything whenever we go to list a property, because we want to get the max for our seller that we can, so that they might be able to have a profit to go and either buy or use it, and pay off everything and be debt free. You just never know. They might need it for a down payment. They might need to pay off things. You never know. Everybody's different. Every situation's different. But if you do have liens on your property, that those have to be cleared in order to give that buyer a clear title on the home. So title works all that out for us, lets us know if there is any kind of thing like that to be done and paid off. And then I do a seller net sheet for my clients. If you have, if you know what the approximate payoff is for your home, or you've already ordered that, or title has ordered that, then we kind of know what that is. Should it sell for X amount? Maybe it's 300,000. You owe 100 on it. Back that off. That's 200,000. By the time you pay your title expenses and the liens on the property, and all of your real estate commissions, all of the title expenses, everything, maybe all that's 50,000. So 150. You're going to end up with 150 at that point, if that is what you're looking for. Now, that is just an example. I'm not saying to go put your home on the market for 300,000. I don't know what it is until I arrive, but that was just kind of giving you an example of, debits and credits. And at the end, either you're going to walk away with money, or you're going to be just put back whole, or you're going to be in the negative. Usually you're not in the negative unless you know that. You usually know that if you have used all your equity in your home, and you on payoff, it's going to take all of this to pay it off. By the time you pay everything, you might end up having to bring money to the table. We never want that for you, ever. I mean, it's not our fault if you do that, I know, but we never want you to walk away with having to bring money to the table. Sometimes that might be the case, but now, as is sales, usually they are people that are just wanting to be able to just pay off everything, be done with it, and maybe, if they're lucky, they're going to walk away with some money at the end. They may or may not, but as long as they break even, a lot of people want to do that with that kind of home. So you just can't set your sales so high that you think, I'm going to gain $300,000 on this house. You can't do that on a fixer-upper flip type home. You have to price it to where an investor will want to buy it and know that it's going to be worth it to buy, to put X amount in it to get X amount out of it. So I'm good at doing the math and stuff and figuring all that out, and let's see if it'll work for you and all of that. So if you have a home that is in need of repairs, you don't have the funds to put into it, or don't want to put that money into it to sell, because you have to look at it too and figure out, if you spend 40,000 on your home, will you gain more than 40 back out of it, or are you just going to be that's just going to be a wash? So that's money you didn't have to spend. You could have sold it for 40,000 less, and you didn't have to put that out of your pocket before you ever sold it. But if you're going to gain money from it by doing it, or it's going to be better to market it because of that, and you have the funds to do it, then that's where every situation's different, and we sit down and we really think about it and look at it. So if you have a home like that, let me know, and I can help you, walk you through the process of selling it in the as-is condition, no repairs being done. So that way we market it to people that are investors. They usually, like I said, are going to come in and be the investor type, do all cash, or their renovation loans or conventional style loans, things like that. Because when you have an FHA, they're going to do a health and safety inspection, the appraiser will, and if there are any repairs to be made, those must be made before closing. And if your seller is not willing to do any repairs, then this buyer has been set up for a fall. So they know, then you can't close on the house until repairs are done. If the seller isn't going to be able to do it, or didn't want to do it, and that was already told up front, we're not doing any repairs, and then there are some repairs, So a lot of times you don't enter a contract when, maybe it's still got knob and tube wiring in the home. It hasn't been updated to the current electrical that it needs to have, or, plumbing is in disrepair. Maybe there's a lot of roof repairs that need to be done, siding repairs, foundation repairs, things like that. You're not going to be able to sell to those type of loans. It's going to have to be your cash investors or conventional renovation type loans. So, if you have chosen your agent to buy with, you need to ask them if that type of house is going to be good. When you go show a home, I know what type of loan my clients have, and when we arrive, I know usually if we can move forward on the home or not. If it's just needing updates, you can buy a home with FHA and just update it as you go. There's no rules against it needing that it's outdated. But if there are many things that you look for in the home and outside the home and underneath the home that would be an issue, then don't set your buyer up for. I wouldn't set my buyer up for a fall and get their hopes up on a house that they can't probably get to the end with, because we know the seller isn't going to do repairs at that point. So, but if you have a home like that, let me know, comment below, and please like and share, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.